2025 Zero Motorcycles DSR X Electric Bike. Zero Motorcycles has long been a pioneer in electric motorcycle innovation, and the DSR X is its most ambitious entry yet into the adventure touring category. Designed to redefine the limits of electric, two-wheeled performance, the DSR X embodies cutting-edge technology, meticulous design, and a relentless pursuit of efficiency. However, bringing this bike to life was no easy feat. It took 4 years of development and numerous challenges along the way. The project began in 2018 as one of Zero's most ambitious undertakings. I started at Zero about a year before we launched the DSR X project in 2018, says Brian Wiseman, Senior Vice President of Product Development at Zero Motorcycles. The extended development timeline was influenced by unexpected global disruptions. It took longer than expected for a couple of reasons, Wiseman explains. We had COVID hit in the middle of the DNR, durability and refinement, testing phase, which forced us to rethink how we worked to keep the project moving forward. On top of that, the CZU Lightning Complex fire in 2020 added further challenges. These setbacks delayed the bike's initial launch from 2022 to 2023, with Zero prioritizing its SRF and SRS models before bringing the DSR X to market. It had a longer development cycle than usual, Wiseman adds. Typically, our programs take 2 to 3 years, but this one stretched closer to 4. For Zero, maximizing battery efficiency was key to making a viable electric adventure bike. The DSR X doesn't just rely on its robust 17.3 kWh battery, it also optimizes energy use through a direct drive system and a Gates carbon belt drive, reducing energy loss from shifting and unnecessary gear reductions. Charging is streamlined with a J1772 charge port, positioned just behind the triple clamp, allowing for a full charge in just over 2 hours with a 240-volt Level 2 charging circuit. Positioned in front of the aluminum swing arm, the DSR X's motor delivers an impressive 169 lb FTC of torque, more twist force than even 6-cylinder gasoline-powered machines like the Honda Goldwing and BMW K 1600 GT GTL. It's not just about motor size, explains Brian Wiseman, Senior Vice President of Product Development at Zero Motorcycles. What really matters is who's maximizing efficiency and fitting the biggest battery on board. Despite its 545-pound curb weight, the DSR X offers a remarkably controlled and balanced ride. Its low center of gravity enhances stability, making it surprisingly capable in technical off-road conditions. The beefy Showa suspension effectively manages chassis movement on rough terrain while delivering a smooth, composed ride on pavement. Both spring preload and damping settings are adjustable, but the stock tuning performs admirably across a variety of landscapes. Because the weight is so low, it handles really well, Wiseman notes. It can power through situations where gas bikes might just dig in and get stuck. That said, the DSR X isn't designed to compete with hardcore off-road adventure bikes. Instead, it redefines what's possible in electric motorcycling. I get that it's not a full-on, cross-the-desert adventure bike, Wiseman acknowledges, but it pushes the boundaries of what an electric bike can do. Many adventure touring motorcycles never see the rugged landscapes they're built for. Instead, they serve as practical, upright commuter bikes. The truth about the adventure segment is that while you do see riders taking them on extreme tours, most owners use them to commute to work, Wiseman points out. This is where the DSR X excels. It's as comfortable navigating unpredictable city streets as it is handling light off-road trails. Thoughtful features enhance its versatility, including a lockable storage compartment capable of holding 7 gallons of cargo, heated grips for chilly rides, and a manually adjustable windscreen. While the windscreen could be more secure over rough terrain, plastic handguards further boost rider comfort and protection. Like much of the electric vehicle market, Zero has faced headwinds in America due to the reduction of federal incentives and post-COVID economic fluctuations. So, US over the last year has seen electric cars and electric motorcycle sales decline. And so, All of our models have taken a hit in North America, especially, Wisman reveals. However, European sales tell a different story. The DSR-X has dominated Zero's lineup in Europe, particularly with the Black Forest Edition. DSR-X is currently our top-performing bike in Europe, and by a significant margin, he says. The DSR-X's unique styling has been a topic of discussion, blending progressive aesthetics with functional adventure design. Motorcyclists tend to be fairly conservative in their design choices, he shares. For DSR-X, we did want to push the boundary toward being more progressive. A key design philosophy behind the bike was its machine core, a clearly defined, pragmatic section housing the battery and motor, contrasted against an essential surface that enhances the human interface with smoother, more sculpted lines. It's pretty clear if you look at like a side profile of the DSR-X, one of the core philosophies is that we have what we call a machine core that has a very pragmatic or even conservative approach to the styling, he says. Adventure. Bikes tend to cater to larger riders, and the DSR-X is no exception. It employs a tall, wide handlebar, and the seating position is stretched out and tall, rider-friendly, just like Suzuki's Hayabusa sport bike. Still, the seat has a nice deep dish in it, which keeps seat height low, a plus for any sized riders. Zero also offers different seat height options for added rider customization. Off-road, the DSR-X offers a commanding stance in the standing position. We also appreciate the meaty aluminum foot pegs and rear brake pedal, which elevate grip and control in the tricky stuff. We didn't want to end up with something that was perceived as like a 3/4 size adventure bike or something like that, he shares. We came up with what I think is a pretty good compromise, where we can keep a reasonable seat height and keep it narrow enough that you can get your feet down. But we also offer an accessory seat for taller riders. Zero's commitment to battery improvements and infotainment technology will shape the future iterations of the DSR-X. Decipher the race. Safety OS, already one of the most advanced motorcycle operating systems, will continue evolving. These aren't the double-your-range breakthroughs that you read about that happened in a lab somewhere. This is real commercial companies working on chemistry changes that give you somewhere on the order of 6 to 10% improvement every couple of years, Wisman explains. Now, the game keeps moving on, and the screens get bigger, and there's CarPlay, Android Auto integration, and all kinds of new infotainment systems that are coming to bikes. And that's one area where the Zero can clearly improve. While functional, the dash display is small and the switchgear is dated. It is worth noting that the hand grips and other touchpoints are of high quality commensurate with what you'd expect from a modern Japanese motorcycle. The Zero DSR-X is not just an electric adventure bike. It's a statement about the future of motorcycling. With its remarkable battery performance, innovative direct drive system, and refined design, it pushes the envelope of what electric motorcycles can achieve. Whether used for localish off-road rides or daily commuting, the DSR-X delivers an experience that is both thrilling and practical. It may not be the perfect replacement for a traditional gas-powered ADV bike, but it is undoubtedly one of the finest electric motorcycles available for purchase today.